Yes guys, hi, hello, here we go again, and we are in Lee Green, some sort of police training. Oh, we'll just start the sort my body worn out. Bit of an industrial estate. Never been here before, don't know what's here.
Welcome back. Today we're in Lee Green at a police training facility, a place where you'd expect the highest standards of professionalism. Yet what unfolds here quickly becomes a clear example of how things can go wrong. That IT begins with simple observation, but watch how fast a lawful activity sparks a breakdown in discipline. That it's a powerful reminder that problems don't always come from bad intent. Sometimes a lack of understanding and unchecked ego can be just as damaging. That let's see how they handle their own test.
You are? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Tell me. I'm not taking photos. Taking a video. You are? I need to what? You what? Which one's your car? Is it? Sorry I make you blush. Yeah? Do they? Oh. Tell you what is embarrassing. You. So which one's yours?
Here is where the initial soft contact begins. Notice how the officer immediately asks about his car. This isn't casual conversation. It appears to be an attempt to gather information indirectly. They are trying to link a vehicle to an individual without formally relying on any specific legal power. Viewers familiar with these encounters will recognize the pattern. And if there were clear authority to require those details, it likely wouldn't be approached through informal questioning about the car.
Taking pictures. Is that alright? Oh yeah. Just photography, yeah, in general. Just photography in general. You know what? If I see a caterpillar, I'll take a picture of it. If I see police cars, I'll take pictures of them. Happy days.
The auditor breaks it down clearly that I in the UK. Taking photos in public generally doesn't require a specific reason. The activity itself is lawful. Police guidelines may encourage officers to assess potential risks, but internal policy cannot override the law. This officer appears to have difficulty accepting that a citizen can simply decline to answer a voluntary question, which highlights the gap between expectation and actual legal authority.
Yeah? Anything really.
Not asking why are you taking pictures?
I like taking pictures.
What?
I like taking pictures.
You like taking pictures?
Yeah.
Why are you taking pictures of the vehicles at the front of the training centre?
Because I can.
No, I know they can. Just wondering what your interest is in them.
What's your interest in my interest?
Well, they're our vehicles and I just want to know why you're taking pictures. Like, what's your reason for it?
Because I like taking pictures
Of people's cars?
of anything I want.
Right, what's your name?
What's your name?
My name's Susie Berry. What's your name?
I'm not telling you my name.
That's absolutely fine. Just obviously want an interest into why you're taking pictures of vehicles and why you're taking pictures of the centre. I know you said you like taking pictures, but there's obviously other things in the world that you should take pictures of.
You alright?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sergeant.
She now appears caught in a loop, unwilling to accept the explanation given that TO justify a detention under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. There generally needs to be genuine, objective suspicion, not simply frustration or personal doubt. Curiosity itself is not unlawful to be why dismissing "I like photography" as an acceptable answer. She is effectively creating tension in a situation that otherwise doesn't require escalation.
I've just told you why I'm taking pictures. Are you stupid?
Well, I'm not sure.
Well, I've just told you, and you keep asking the same question.
Right,
It is unusual day, they like to
Is it unusual? It's not unusual to me, is it? It's usual to me, because I do it a lot.
And what we do, obviously we're going to ask questions of why you're taking pictures, aren't we? If you're taking pictures of a tree, I wouldn't.
So what's the answer that you want? What's the answer that you
I
want?
want to know why you're taking pictures.
Because I like taking pictures.
Right, okay, I'm not going to get any further with this, am I?
What is the answer that you want?
Well, obviously it's not because you like taking pictures, because why would you come down to a police training centre to take pictures of vehicles?
Because I wanted to.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
Who's going to stand in front of our gate there for the day?
I do.
Alright, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, you're going to have a cup of tea, love. You do nothing else.
guys, have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
That moment marks a clear shift from professionalism to emotion. Policing standards are built around maintaining composure, even under pressure or disagreement. When an officer resorts to personal insults, it usually indicates the interaction has moved away from any objective, law-based footing and into a purely emotional response. But it's not just about tone. It undermines public trust and weakens the officer's position entirely. Once communication becomes personal rather than procedural, any authority they're relying on starts to lose credibility. But if what follows involves further personal remarks, that would reinforce the same issue. The situation is no longer being handled through training or policy, but through frustration.
Oh, by the way, which one's your car? Yeah. Which one is it though? Why? Well, you've asked me personal questions. Well, I've taken pictures of them all anyway.
What it is, are we?
You know. Oh, you've put your boots on and your trousers have gone inside.
Alright, yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for that.
Military style.
Military star?
Yeah. You're not in the military though, are you?
I'm not,
No. Just think.
I could say it's only one. The left one, yes,
Exactly.
the right one's 51.
You know what they call that?
What?
Scram bag. Yeah.
Do me a favour, mate, get off our property. You know, I'm on private property.
Am I?
So you didn't get this gate there, up on the gate.
There's no sign saying it's private
Leave the
property.
What I'm telling you now, can you leave the property, please?
Yeah, we'll leave, yeah.
Yeah, come on then.
I am.
Thank you. Leave the property, please, mate.
Have you got blood pressure problems?
No, not at all.
Well, you will have if you keep getting angry like that.
That kind of entrance is a textbook escalation failure. When a new officer arrives, their role should be to assess, slow things down, and stabilize the situation, not intensify it. Opening with a personal insult immediately shifts the interaction from professional engagement to confrontation. That IT suggests the officer has already formed a judgment before even understanding the situation. That's where ego starts driving decisions instead of training or policy. Rather than reducing tension, it signals hostility. which naturally invites resistance and makes the situation harder to control. In practical terms, it achieves the opposite of policing goals. Instead of creating safety and cooperation, it increases friction and erodes trust almost instantly.
Property when you're taking photos of cars, which you can probably understand is a pretty reasonable request to stay off the property.
There's no sign saying it's private property though,
You
is
can
it?
see it's a gate, so you can assume it's not, you've got no access.
I can't remember the section now. Publicly accessible, isn't it?
Well, you're not coming in, so simple as that. You're acting suspiciously, you take photos, and then trying to walk into somewhere you have no right to be. So,
give us a smile.
There's a smile.
See, if you smile, your blood pressure will come down.
My blood pressure's absolutely fine.
But you're going all red. You're going all red.
That's me tan from the holidays, look.
People go brown.
I do go brown, look.
Your face is going red though.
That's a key distinction a lot of people miss. In the UK, access to certain areas can be revoked by the occupier. But if someone refuses to leave, it's usually civil trespass, not automatically a criminal matter. Police powers generally only come into play if there's something more, like a breach of the peace or specific legislation being engaged. What stands out here is the tone. When an officer appears visibly angry, it raises concern that the decision-making is being driven more by personal reaction than by a clear legal threshold. Good policing relies on separating emotion from authority. Once that line blurs, actions can start to look less like enforcement of law and more like enforcement of personal boundaries. That's often where these encounters go wrong, not necessarily because of complex law, but because composure and clarity give way to frustration.
She's gone brown, look, that's fake though, isn't it?
Right,
is that injector tan? Or sunbeds?
Because we're getting nowhere here, but do us a favour.
Pardon?
Stay off the property, don't come back on, okay? That's fair enough, and then you can do whatever you want on
Well, you'll have to keep an eye on me, won't you? Make sure I don't. You what?
This is a clear breakdown of professionalism. An officer's role is to enforce the law, not make personal insults. When he starts mocking things like someone's appearance or health, it comes across as bullying rather than policing. It escalates the situation and weakens his position, making it seem like he's acting on ego instead of lawful authority.
Come on, you're being somewhere you're not meant to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Why, what would you do if I come on?
Well, if you do come on, we'll say what's the appropriate action.
Like what? Like what? Ask me to leave again? I think you'll find trespass is a civil matter. And by the way, this is police property, owned by the government, which is owned by the people.
Well,
Hey!
does it?
Yeah, yeah. If the gates are open, it's publicly accessible.
Right.
How do you know I've not got ID? But I can step through there if I want.
You just shut the gate, it's probably easier, isn't it? At the end of the day, you're not coming any further. If you keep carrying on, mate, do what you need to do. But
I am doing what I need to do. Taking pictures. Which one's your car?
The auditor highlights a key point. Even though the property is government-owned, trespass is still primarily a civil matter. The officer's failure to cite a specific legal power, resorting instead to "we'll just shut the gates," shows that the auditor holds the legal advantage. Understanding the law is the strongest defense against this kind of intimidation.
tell you which one's your car. Which one's your car?
Which one's mine? I'm on a bike today.
All right, okay. Right, see you later.
You've fueled your attention enough now, don't you?
Yeah, go and get your eyebrows done again, yeah? I don't think they're quite even. Go and get your eyebrows done again, they're not even. It's not a personal insult, it's a bit of advice. It's a bit of advice. And Sarge, sort them boots out with your trousers, yeah?
The encounter closes with a final personal jab about eyebrows. 3 major failures stand out: fishing for ID without legal authority, losing emotional control, and misunderstanding trespass law. This kind of ego-driven policing fosters a them versus us mentality that erodes public trust. When officers put pride above the code of ethics, taxpayer confidence suffers. Share your thoughts in the comments. Should this sergeant face disciplinary action for his language? Subscribe for more reality checks. This video is educational, not legal advice. Always check local laws. Peace out.